And to other stories, the Christian Council is urging Ghanaians to rally behind the anti-gay bill as it does not seek to repress minority groups but rather help them. At the capacity building on leadership, the Diaconia and Development Summit for selected churches in Africa, Chairman of the Council, Reverend Joseph Obiri-Eboa, said he wants Ghanaians to unite in pushing for the passage of the bill. Sarah Mensah has more.
Chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana, Reverend Joseph J.O.Y Mante, says Ghanaians should rather embrace the passing of the proper sexual human rights and Ghanaian family values bill because it has some positive sides which protects the homosexuals. Speaking at the capacity building on leadership, Diaconia and Development Summit for selected churches in African, Anglophone and Francophone countries by World Council of Churches in collaboration with All African Council of Churches in Accra, Reverend Mante said if Parliament refuses to pass the bill, sexual minority groups will suffer.
If they don't pass the bill right now, the current one will remain, and those who profess to be gay and lesbians and bisexual and so they will suffer, because I'm saying that the current bill, the current law itself, if you like, discriminates against them. The current law as it is. Just that it is not adequate. Are you with me? Yeah. So they will suffer more. That is why people go and hide in places and they beat them and sometimes they kill them and so on. If it is brought open now and people have not read this particular bill, there's some positive sides in that matter. My only challenge to the bill is that sometimes the offenses that... They said if you commit the offense, the penalty, some of the penalties are too high, and I would wish that Parliament would bring them down. That's my only comment. Where it is 5 years, it can be 2 years. Where it is 10 years, it can be 5 years, things like that. Otherwise, but then beyond that, if you read the bill very carefully, I think it's very, very healthy, and it really speaks the mind of most Ghanaians, about 90% of us.
President for the All Africa Conference of Churches, Right Reverend Arnold Temple, stated that the conference is to empower and build the capacity of the church leaders to effectively support its members and the underprivileged in society, which they termed as diaconia.
Is an engagement with people who are suffering. It is the caring ministry of the church. That's what diaconial ministry is all about. And we're here to help build the capacity and enhance the capacity of church leaders so that we will effectively engage in that fullness of life ministry, in that they would be equipped to go and equip others.
General Secretary for the AACC, Dr. Bright Maudo, says the church has an obligation to play a role in the development of the state. Therefore, the meeting is being held to ensure the church keeps abreast of what is happening and to support the state by creating job opportunities.
Our meeting here is to ensure that the church is brought abreast with what is happening within society, within the environment, because they have to play a complementary role in what the government does to promote economic benefits, to promote employment. Therefore, the church has an obligation to actually do what is investment and what is spiritual, so that the church's investment must support its spiritual work and also set up enterprises like hotels, like industries. In fact, when you look at the missionaries that came, they did not only come to set up churches, they also set up hotels, industries, housing, and all enterprises to give support to the church, to the state. And so the church has a role to play.
This is the first ever conference held in Ghana, and it had 40 participants from 11 African countries.
We'll take a break on the Pulse. We're back with more.